There is an elevator just inside on the left. You go up a few levels. You don't need it, notice all the names on the side, I'll explain on bottom level, left hand of that building, that's the new number 1 court. Gate opened by Martin and Abbott and I think Connors came as well. It's on the left. We may find David Connors inside waiting for us, but I don't think he can come.
Yes.
Exciting one, isn't it? Throw ball?
Yeah.
Pick 'em up.
That picks them up and this throws them back at you, I guess.
Ball throwing machine.
Oh, that's grass.
Oh, I see. Moves that thing back and forth.
Wow. I'm getting your picture.
And Bill and I will hold out the copy number so that people don't reproduce. Society, just in Wingfield.
Chief Commercial Manager.
Right. This is the president of our society. We started in '87 and we've signed on 600 Wingfields around the globe over the years. And we're a very active society. This is Bill Wingfield from Canada. And he's going to be running our meeting next year.
Hi, Julie. Nice to meet you.
And this is Mary Rose Collum from Australia, who's also Wingfield. You
All
have
around the world, yes.
We've just had a meeting in Washington. We normally get about 100, 120, and we have acquired this for you. We've told our people that it was okay by you if they could take photographs during the ceremony. So if I may now tell them that they can come forward, or Tommy, could you tell them they can come forward?
Can we have a quiet briefing session before we go? Because I know nothing about it, and I don't think Bernard knows an awful lot more than me. So before we charge ahead, do you want to come and have a wee chat?
Yes.
That would be really useful.
Probably might actually move up to the library at the minute when
Yes.
you've got your photos.
Good photos here and then the libraries.
I think that would be
All right,
better.
all right, fine. You want to take one photo, don't you?
Yeah.
Right.
Sorry.
And then shall we explain about it afterwards?
Yes.
Right, okay. Would you like to come and stand here, Professor? And, I mean, technically, Vance is presenting it to you. Right.
Everybody.
And then if Vance will hold his hand out or something.
Yes, that's right. That's good.
Is that too wide? Shall I stand back then? Then you won't have to have it so wide.
Okay.
Make sure you get Vance in though.
Just want to make sure it's focused right.
Okay.
Now, everyone else said, could they take a picture of this happening? Could I just let them come forward and take a picture?
Yes, I suppose so.
All right. Quick. Just photographs.
I think it's there. It is.
Right, have you all finished?
No.
One more?
Okay.
Finish, perhaps you get that.
Does somebody else want to come in here for a picture?
Yeah, we're holding everyone on time.
Everybody can have it.
Okay.
How about
That's
that?
nice.
There we are.
Great.
Wait. Did it flash?
Yep.
Yeah, it did.
Right. All done? Right. Shall we roll it up to take it upstairs?
I think that's what we, then we can discover more.
Awarded to Major Walter C. Wingfield, inventor of lawn tennis, recovered by Stan Milless of Indianapolis in 1997. And then presented by the International Wingfield Family Society in 1999. These are the people you've just seen. This is our president from Fort Worth.
Very nice.
Right here.
Who's right there. The story was that when he went to live with his cousin, because his wife was in a mental institution, his three sons having died young drove her mad, he went down to Earns Hill Manor near Taunton in Somerset, and this patent that he took out, number 685, which is it's in George Alexander's book all about it, was hung on the wall, and there were various military camps around it, mainly British camps, and I think there was an American camp as well. And the house was used, and in about 1944 it disappeared, and it first surfaced about 5 years ago in Berlin, where a Chinese had seen it on sale. I heard a rumor at one stage that it had passed through Wiesbaden, which of course had a US Air Force base in it, but I don't know whether that is true. Anyhow, I think it was offered to the museum here for $1 million, and the museum naturally said, and of course this is only copy 250 of the original, and the museum said, we accept gifts, hence our gift, and we certainly don't pay $1 million. Sotheby's and Christie's valued such a thing, I think, at about between 4,000 and 8,000 maximum, that sort of thing. But this guy knew he had something that was unique. I don't even know what it was, although there's the name of the go-between we do have, if you're interested in it. And so Stan Milless, I'm a member of the Major Wingfield Club. I helped George Alexander put that thing on that plaque on the wall near Pimlico Station. Walter also lived in another house in the street down there. He was then offered it by the intermediary at $1 million. And he kept this guy in play until they could talk, but they could only talk through the intermediary. And he beat him down over the years to $100,000. Stan will not tell the Wingfield Family Society. I'm a 16th cousin of his and a 16th cousin of Walter Wingfield. He will not tell the society how much he paid. In his talk, he said he beat him down to 1/3 of the original price. He didn't go on with the financial side of it. But George Alexander, who wrote the book, told me earlier that he got him down to $100,000, and as far as he knew, he didn't pay that full sum. And reading between the lines in several conversations, I would say he probably paid $99,000 for it. That's a guess off the record. I haven't done my sums, but he has just produced, and hence we thought immediately as we were due to come here, like a flash in Washington about 3 days ago, everyone said, wow, why don't we buy one and present it to you? He produced 500 copies at, we shouldn't tell people how much present costs, but it cost $250. And the demand for it in the States is very great. There are long lines in museums asking to have a copy in schools or something, but I don't think very many have got them yet. The original is in a bank vault with a temperature gauge and everything else. The #1 copy was presented by Stan Milless last year to the International Tennis Hall of Fame of Newport, Rhode Island. And he is talking about possibly at some stage running off another 500 copies at $250 to cover his costs. That's the story. So we thought, one, there wasn't the time, and two, if we put a gold frame on it, like they've done, back to Charles Wingfield of Onslow. And Charles said, technically that is mine. However, let me get this right. The son was not particularly interested in it. And what actually stopped this Chinese guy burning it? He said, if you don't pay me $1 million, I'm going to burn it. He said, Wimbledon's not interested, Newport's not interested in paying this sort of money, and I know you are. So come on, if you don't pay, I'll burn it. Well, he got him down to 100,000, and he had all his lawyers lined up at this stage because there's a special case just like this that happened, which he quoted in his speech in Washington. Charlene, can you remember what it was? It was another sport, or something. And there's a legal case, and they were just about to throw the lawyers at him and say, put on. I think the staff is probably back.
Fairly busy time that we have.
Hello? Does it actually say, what does it say on that page? Something
Oh, that's the merchandising. Entrance to the Wimbledon shop. Underneath at low level.
Okay, Charlene, you've done your Wingfield.
And when we redesigned all this part of the site, notice the slope we've come up. We had to bite into a hillside here, and so this number 1 court is 4 stories high at that end, and 2 stories high at that end. You hardly notice it when you walk up. And another consequence was we had to slightly realign these courts. So we took those 2 out one year, rejigged them, put them back in, and then we took these 2 out and rejigged them, and put them back in. And when you look at these courts, have you ever thought to yourself what's underneath there? Soil? In fact, it was an enormous concrete raft. Just a big concrete raft with holes in it. And then on top of that was about 8 inches of coarse gravel, 2 inches of fine gravel, 8 inches of soil, and then turf.
You're kidding.
Yeah. So that can never really subside at all. So that, all these 4, and the number 1 court in there, built that way.
That's a technical term.
But you had to create the right width of walkway here and all that. Right. But it was this, the amount of soil that was moved from here for about a year. There were 160 truckloads of soil leaving the site every day. Wow. That's terrific. Canvas goes across. Those things
Turn this way.
it's all of them.
Can you make sure I have you in focus? Okay.
Thank you.
Try to get
The portraits, 120 feet long, 60 feet wide. And you're going to put seating around it. You start design-wise out of elliptical shape, right? And then these days we've got computers and they can tell you what the viewing quality is like from that seat, suiting standard sized people on these seats. And they can measure that for each one of the 11,500 seats in about a second. And plot out the quality of viewing in the different segments. It's so nearly certain that the roof is a perfect circle.
Really?
And the really incredible thing is that the shape very similar to the central line. just had a break. And he came up with almost like his face.
By instinct.
How he did it, I just don't know. And then got it. But that's the real story behind this. And it's a very good design. They call an iPod. Interestingly enough, when the Australian Court they went round to all the and decided on the maximum practical side of the state. Their opinion was a little
You're from Adelaide, right? You're not from Melbourne, are you?
The American Stadium, but you need to play big. So they came up with a season. Now simple. This one we didn't want to take But there it is. So that's what we got.
Benches seats or American, Canadian, and Australian seats.
New clients. They're pretty hard. They're pretty hard to come by.
I think
Well,
Finally,
one of the big pavilion and players and so on. So the players can go and practice there. They were the people in the the early 1900s. Right. Fred Harrigate's far in the clubhouse in the members' room, the little bronze of Kitty Godfrey. Right. With a bust of Major Clopton Wingfield. Right. No, that's it. You know, there's no Borg something or whatever. We've done pretty good, haven't we? Thank you very much. So it's quite an honour to have.
yes.
Did you see Fred Perry's Ashes? Great figures. So of course, when he won, it was a very difficult to see. He was right on the wrong side of the tracks. And the story is that you win the championship, you're presented with the club tie because you're now a member of the club. And the story is that it was just draped over his chair in the dressing room. They couldn't bear to give Fred his tie, which is an awful story. He long since forgave the club for that. It's quite a good atmosphere now. Well, he was a terribly nice guy, was Fred.
We went to that sort of honouring ceremony Ladies Club. Of Dan Mansfield's got this right widow was there, and he said, you know, it was such fun to hear all that stuff that's just been said about Dan, because he started off as the ball boy.
That's right. That's right. He was a terrific chap. So they will open up all this space, provide a more over a period of years.
All your technology is going to be fine on January.
Which is used by the star players, is obviously rather special. So we'll just redo it. So at great expense, we revamped the whole thing. And the lady designer was terribly good, except the cubicle sizes were too small. So the lady said, well, it's smaller now than it used to be. We said, well, bigger, because we've added a bit on. Anyway, it was still too small, and we actually built out that with an extra column as an extension column. That's an enormous cost to get it right.
So that's just the ladies' dressing room, is that correct?
Lady members' dressing room, which is used by the stars, used by about 20 of the top
That dressing
stars.
room in the museum, called the original dressing room, was that really it's about sort of 5 yards by 3?
That's a genuine dressing room, yeah.
That was all the work.
I guess so.
This is inside the museum, just beyond Walter's bust there. You must have a look.
Now the story about this is that the old number 1 court was right there, just beyond this bit of building. That's gone, and as you saw, most of it's new building. Right? But this, which was hooked onto the old number 1 court, is where the competitors used to relax. So, of course, we can't take that down until we're ready with the new building.
Right.
But the new building's going to be there.
Oh, so
all the rest of it is prepared with all the services, you name it. And about 1 day after the championship, bang, that whole thing goes, and they crazy to get this thing.
Right.
It's got to be ready
Right, but for the
in
next-
9 months for the next
Right.
championship. But it's a nightmare for the building.
I bet.
Imagine. I mean,
What kind of penalties do they have in the contract? Death.
They're meaningless.
Yeah,
Actually.
right.
If they don't get it right, they're dead. But they've done so much on the site already that it'll be done.
Never from a distance know there was so much organisation and so much construction going on.
And of course, as you see, they're beginning to put up the marquees and
Right.
if you were here on the Friday before the championships, you'd look around and say, they got it wrong. There's bits of scaffolding and stuff all over the place. And yet Monday you walk in, it's immaculate.
What's the date of the first Monday?
June the 23rd, I think. Months to go. That's right. Wow. Now let's go back and just look at third row down. You see on the left, the red chair, just this. Well, stands were erected on there. So, 100-seat well, we play a match. Somebody on the open grassy area, hoovered up, pushed into the number 1. So that's fully.
Go ahead, Bill.
Not yet.
Just let it run out. You got 2 minutes.
I might as well.